All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. The brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas camp. I got a quick video dealing with faith. Lord willing, it's quick. Lord willing, it's edifying. Okay. And so, and it's basically going into faith. All right, so I'm going to start at Hebrews 11:1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? The substance, when you go into the word substance, substance is, another word for substance is tangible. Okay? Of things hoped for, of things expected, I mean. Okay, it's the things that you're looking for, the things that you want. That's your faith. Okay? But the things that, the substance, the tangibility, the things that you hope for that you don't have yet. Okay? The evidence of things not seen. The evidence, or the traces of things that you haven't seen with your own eyes. All right? I'm going to jump down to verse 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You must have faith to please the Most High. All right? That's the only way that you can get this done. It's the only way that you're going to make it through this is through your trial of faith. Because what I'm going to show you here on the left side is the blue letter, and I just blue letter the word faith. And as you see here, it pretty much goes into in chronological order the way it's written in the Bible, or the word faith shows up. Just the word faith, okay? And from here you see that it comes with Deuteronomy 32, Habakkuk 2, and then it jumps right to Matthew 6. Showing you that faith in the Old Testament, it wasn't really a word that was out there, which is the word Amawan. When you go into it, it wasn't really out there, okay? But because it was pretty much based upon the law, okay? But then when you move into the New Testament, it became about your trial of faith, all right? And so faith is an integral part. As we just read, it's impossible to please the Most High without faith. So I'm going to jump back and forth. I have a short list of faith scriptures, but I'm going to jump back and forth as I see them, starting with this on the left. That's the Habakkuk one. We know this one. Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yeah, the wicked, particularly the Edomites, but the wicked themselves, their spirit is not, their soul is not upright in them. Okay? But the just, the righteous, the elect, the Israelites, they're going to live by faith. Okay? And that's why it's particularly when you go into the New Testament, it went from the whole nation of Israel versus the other nations to the other nations and the 2/3 versus the elect. Okay? The elect are the ones that are going to have the faith. Okay? That are going to get the salvation. The 2/3 are going to be destroyed, and the heathen, the other nations, are going to go get destroyed and go into captivity and be subdued. All right? So I'm going to just pull a couple of these out from over here. Yeah. Let me see. Where's the one I wanted? Actually, let me go over here to Ephesians chapter 2. It's like 8. Let's see. Yep. Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. And not only of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High. So faith is definitely a gift that was given it to you. Okay? No matter how little that gift of faith is, you have to expound and do the things that multiply your faith. Okay? That's how you have to do it. Okay, that's how it works. I'm trying to think where I read that at. I think it was in Peter or James I read that, but I'm gonna just continue down the list. Even though I didn't really organize the list that acutely. Let me see. I want to get into some of the later chapters. There was one that was. Let's go to Mark 11 real quick. That wasn't it, Salak. That wasn't it. That was the one I wanted. Yeah. And because, like, the brother brought up in the video, Karatazar did in the video, was this Vegas sit down guy. He did about his faith and faith of a mustard seed. Well, we have to understand that we have to have that type of faith that grows, and that, you know, something so small but so powerful. We have to be able to take that and grow it. Okay. And this one in Luke 8 was the one that I want to bring up, because all these miracles that are going to have to take place for the elect to escape out of the perils that are coming are going to be done through their faith. Okay. Let me start up. Let me see where we want to start. Okay, verse 43, Luke 8:43. A woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which has spent all her living upon physicians, and neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood staunched. And Yahushua said, "Who touched me?" When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, "Master, the multitude thronged thee and pressed thee, saying, Thou, who touched me?" And Yahushua said, "Somebody hath touched me, for I perceive that virtue was gone out of me." Okay? And somebody was healed by him touching. He says, and when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. Okay? And he said unto her, "Daughter, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace." Okay? Just by touching him, just touching the border of his garment. Okay? She was made healed from that issue that no one else could heal. No physician or anybody can make her whole. And so we're going to have that type of faith. You got to do the things in your life today that are going to build upon that faith. So when brothers see chariots or a bunch of lights in the sky hovering and moving in a certain movement, unnatural movement of any regular aircraft, that's a faith builder that the vehicles of our salvation are near. Okay? So it's things like that. When you see, when brothers still get into things like car accidents or tough situations, call upon a name, pray upon a name, and are delivered out of them, those are faith builders that we're going to have to expound upon and reach back into in prayer and thanksgiving and praise unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because he performed that for us. And those are miracles. Let's not act like they're not as special as they are. But your faith is what's going to make those possible. He will reward you because of your faith. Okay? I want to bring that one out. And there was another one I liked. Oops. Let's see where it's at. There we go on that. I think it was in Matthew. Let me see. Here's that one. That's the same account right there. I think this was that it there? This might be the one here. Bear with me, this is just rolling in the spirit. Might be before this one. Well, I'll quote it, and then we'll just keep rolling for interest of time. But it was the situation where where Yahushua was walking and the man came up to him and said, hey, I have a servant that, he's real sick. It might have been of the palsy or something like that, but he was real sick. And he said, oh, okay, well, show me, take me to where this man's house. Like, no, Lord, the house that I keep, I have servants and I got all kinds of situations that I wouldn't be, I'd be ashamed for you to have to come to my home and witness all of those things, in so many words, right? He was like, But if you just say it, and I know it'll be done, without even doing. He said, hey, I have not found greater faith in all Israel. Okay? Meaning, out of this Israelite, you have the most faith of anybody. I didn't even have to go and actually perform the miracle for you. Okay? That you just, me speaking it, you believed through faith that it will be done. And it has been done. Okay? That was just a great work. I'm skipping over it, trying to keep the time. But yeah. Anyway, so we're going to keep moving. Let's go to James. Try to go over here to James. Chapter 1. We'll go to James 1. 5. It says, what's up before that? Yep. James 1 and 2, it says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. So when these bad things come upon us, these perils, these times of tribulation, we have these temptations. We have to count it all joy, okay? Because it'll read it. It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, and patience means to suffer. So you're going to be tried to see if you have faith to endure through this, and he will see you through. It says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. I'm going to jump to verse 6. It says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Meaning you can't be a doubtful man about the things that the Most High is doing in you. If you ask, you can't have doubt. Like the man in the example that I gave. No, Lord, you don't have to come to the house. I don't doubt that if you say it, it'll be done. Okay? That's the type of level we got to be on. All right? Moving on. Around the same place, I believe. Yeah. James chapter 17. Chapter 2, verse 17. Yeah. James chapter 2, verse 17. Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone. You have to prove your faith through your works. Okay, I was gonna wait on this one, but wait, no greater time than the present, right? It says, I'll read it again. So even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone. Because how do you prove your faith? Oh, I have faith, I believe, but you don't have to do that. No, your actions from that point should prove that you have faith, that you believe that, and you have an expectation of these things happening. Okay, it says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Which is more impactful? Showing my faith by my works. Okay? Alright. Verse 20. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Okay, so understand, when you have faith, you do the things that it takes to prove your faith. When you see these men standing on the corners teaching this word, that's the proof in their action of their faith, of our faith. We go out there and we teach because we believe that this is going to happen. And through the Spirit, we get other confirmations, such as the chariots, such as the growth of knowledge, such as the, certain things that like the apostles say sometimes, certain things that they didn't teach, the Spirit gave us understanding to, and now we teach it. Okay, that's faith building. All right, we're not just parents teaching what we were taught. The Spirit continued to increase us. Okay, and understanding knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And so to keep it moving, We're going to jump up to 1 Peter 1. Oops. 1 Peter 1. Jump around 5. Yeah, here we go. Verse 5, 1 Peter 1 and 5. Who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. Okay, that's the elect, who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith, that gift that He gave us, okay, of faith, which proves our actions that will lead us unto salvation. All right, ready to be revealed in the last time, wherein ye greatly rejoice, now, though now for a season, if need be, if ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Yeah, we go through a lot of temptations. It's not just going to be an easy path. He actually gives us a more difficult path, but He gives us the spirit of faith to endure through it and hope to endure through it. Okay? It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach. That our faith has a reward that will be the reward is the appearing of Yahushua, that will be might be found unto praise, honor, and glory. Okay, through all the hardships and temptations and tough times we go through to prove our faith, because when we go through the hour of temptation spoken of in Revelation, hey man, that your faith is gonna to not be able to eat, to not take this mark of the beast, to believe that when society won't have any other outs for you to live, eat, or take care of your kids, yourself, and so on and so forth, you still got to deny that chip, that implant. Okay, the mark of the beast, you still got to deny that. All right, but when you do, He'll find ways to. He said, "My servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty." Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, that our faith has to rest in that. I ain't taking that chip because the Most High said He's gonna feed us. Yeah, we may miss some meals. Okay, but oh well, I count it all joy unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and then we want yep. I'm gonna keep reading. Whom having not seen. What is faith? The evidence of things not seen, right? It said, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see Him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. Okay? That we see the end of our faith, which is salvation. Okay? Which is what we're all working towards and working for, that we may receive salvation. And the only way we're getting there is to please the Most High through faith. All right, okay, that's going to that, about the salvation of the prophets required to see. Let's go to 2 Peter. About the same spot. Yeah, this is how you build upon that, okay? It says 1 Peter 1 and 5, and besides, let me go up. Yeah, because it goes right into it. Beautiful. Yeah, let me see how high up. I'm going to start at verse 3. According as His divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of Him that have called us to glory and virtue. Okay? He called us to glory and virtue, and He gave us a down payment of the kingdom through the Spirit. Okay? And gave us this faith, the gift of faith. Okay? It says, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises. Yeah, nothing on earth or in heaven can measure up to what the Most High is giving us. Okay? The glory and the power in the kingdom of heaven, that in the wisdom even with the kingdom of heaven that's being given unto us. All right, so we have to hold this as the most precious thing in our lives, that nothing should take away our crown. All right, It says, whereby all are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. Because he pulled us away from that, okay? From the corruption of the lust of the world. Okay, and now that, in another place it says, who can separate us from the love of the Most High? You know, and it has a list of things that you will go through with tribulation and peril and trial, but through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we'll make it through those things because of the faith that we express in our actions. And that you know, it says, let me see. It says, and besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. Okay, you add all these things and you grow in the Spirit. Okay, through your faith, you do the next thing. You be balanced. You don't be all over the place and high on emotion and all those things. You continue to gain knowledge that which becomes wisdom when you apply it properly with understanding. Okay, and patience, which is huge, because we sit here and we get persecuted verbally. We're gonna get defamed and drugged through the mud about what we're truly here to do. They're gonna demonize us. And we're still got to sit through with patience and do all of that. Okay, they're really going to hunt for the men of the Lord. You know, in the second Esdras, the 16th chapter, it tells you that they're going to spoil. They're going to spoil and destroy those that fear the Lord. So, you know, which in Revelation it also says we will be beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay, so we have to endure all these things. Okay. Moving on, it says, let me see. Yeah, it's a little bit more. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah, that you'll grow in the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, grow in the Spirit, and your faith will grow. Okay, your belief will grow. Okay, and that's integral and huge to this thing, because I mean, you start looking at the world, jobs are ending. You start looking at the world and you see the housing markets are crashing, the economy is collapsing. Okay, you see these vaccines that you can't escape. You can't go to a store and buy groceries without it. And that's all before the mark of the beast comes, where you have to take that chip to buy or sell and to be a part of society. So you're going to have faith to make it through all of this. Because you believe the Lord is going to feed you. You believe the Lord is going to protect you. You believe He's going to rescue you and bring you salvation before all of this ends. Okay. I always like reading this one. I'll continue on with 9 and 10. It says, but he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see afar off. Yeah, you don't have vision, man. You don't have the vision to have faith to endure all the way to the end. Okay? You be like, oh, I'm hungry now. How am I supposed to make it when there's no food in the store, when everything's ransacked, when the trucks stop coming in and bringing in this food? I didn't think I thought I had time to hoard up stuff later and the prep stuff later. You know, and we don't even prep like that. We may have a few extra items, you know, some other food because we know it's coming, but we're not storing up that we can. I got enough food to sit up here and we'll be all right for the next 4 or 5 years on this food and water and toilet paper, that we'll be okay. No, we're not stored up like that. Okay? It says, but if you lack any of these things, but he that lack any of these things is blind and cannot see afar off, and has forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Okay, that this is the new man, and the new man should be able to see that because of that gift of faith that was given unto him. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. That you put in the work that it takes to build your faith up in that list that I read from the last book of Peter. Okay? that you may make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay? If you do these things, you will not fall. That you will earn your salvation. Okay, and I'm going to close with this one because I don't want to keep it super long. But there's plenty of faith scriptures throughout this whole book. Okay? This is 2 Ezra 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Okay? And that's what it takes, man. Okay? That shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works, by faith, whereby ye have believed, man. Okay? And shall see the salvation. And that's what the big picture is about. If it's not pertaining to salvation, we don't worry ourselves with it. Okay? And all you Christians that claim that you've been saved, you haven't been saved. Saved from what? There's no major event to be saved from. But if you're paying attention to these current events that's going on, there's going to be major events that you need to be saved from. Okay? There's going to be major events that you need to be saved from. Like particularly here in America and certain other parts, escaping those thermonuclear missiles. Okay? That's huge. Escaping the famine, escaping the hour of temptation and Jacob's trouble. Escaping all these things, man, so that you can earn your salvation and be and prove that you were called as one of the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So Lord willing, this builds you up that you understand that faith is the name of the game. You know, because if it were not for faith, we'd have been destroyed trying to keep the law only. Okay, and there's Israelites out there that believe faith. That faith isn't as important as keeping the law. Yeah, we keep the law, we establish the law, but we keep it because we know we can't keep it perfectly, but we continue to keep it to the best of our ability through faith. Alright? So anyway, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Until the next one, Shalom.